My name is Natasha Watley. Today, we are talking about the 3 keys to a hard slap. Let's get to it. So one of the keys to a hard slap is making sure we're hitting this ball out in front. So different than a soft slap, we said let the ball travel, let the ball get deep. Now, my friends, you guys can get this ball out in front a little bit more. So it's gonna be super important, especially when you guys are practicing, is with your tee. Exaggerate just an inch or so of setting this tee up a little bit more out in front than you usually would. Start yourself back a little bit more so that now when I get to my crossover, I'm exaggerating hitting this ball out in front, because we want to think about line drives, getting that backspin, especially on the hard slap where I'm working so hard to get behind the ball. Almost think about splitting that ball in half. So we can get that backspin, we can hit those line drives. So key number 2 is staying short and staying compact. So yes, key number 1 was getting that ball out in front. So on key number 2, I want to think about staying short on a hard slap. I'm already moving through the box, doing a lot. The pitch is going to supply the force. So if I can stay short, get those line drives, it's going to be important. Also, another thing to think about too, sometimes when we think about power, we try to think about using our body and we're twerking and we're doing so much with our body, but we want to be super straight with our posture with our body, but we're going to be very direct and compact with our swing, staying short to that ball, trying to think about getting behind it, sending those line drives. So again, I love doing this drill, setting up a tee on top of a bucket. So when I hit this ball off of a tee, off of a bucket, it's going to give me feedback right away. So if I hit the tee, that's telling me that I'm dropping my hands, I'm dipping, I'm twerking a little bit much. So I'm focusing on my bat barrel, staying strong through the ball, not dropping, not hitting that tee, staying short and compact. So the last and final key is our tempo through the box. So it's gonna be super important on a hard slap, a little bit slower than it would be on a soft slap or bounce. So soft slap or bounce, we wanna make sure that we're being late, we're being continuous through this box. A power slap, a hard slap, it's so important that we are getting this ball out in front, we are getting behind it, we're hitting line drives, we're putting some power to it. So we want to have a little bit more intent, so we want to make sure we're a little bit more controlled, a little bit slower with our tempo. Our steps don't change, nothing really changes, it's just our tempo is going to be a little bit more controlled and slower than it would be for a soft slap or bounce. So to recap the 3 keys to a hard slap, the first thing we talked about, hitting that ball out in front. Super important that we are getting this ball out in front, so different from all of our other slaps, right? I've been saying, let the ball travel, see the ball deep on soft slaps, on the bounce. We're seeing the ball a little bit later, but now you get a little opportunity to hit that ball out in front so that you're hitting line drives. Key number 2 is staying compact. Staying compact, having a short swing, getting straight and direct to that ball. We do not want to have a long swing. Sometimes too, when people think power or hard slap, they're trying to grind it out with their body, but we want to stay with good posture. We want to have good hands and be super direct to the ball. So remember that high tee drill, that's going to be a great drill to help you be direct to the ball and not drop your barrel of your bat. The last and the final key to our hard slap is our tempo through the box. Whenever we're going through the box on a hard slap, we want to have a little bit of a slower tempo because we want to ensure that we are getting that ball out in front, we're getting power, we're hitting line drives. So we don't have to focus so much on that continuous busting out of the box. Again, our steps are the same, but our tempo is going to be a little bit slower. If you like this video, I would love to hear your thoughts and your comments down below. Like this video if you liked it, subscribe above if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, and I will see you next week.